guys, welcome back to the club. So in this meeting we are talking about what is WildCat Fusion Network and what are we doing like in software development team that we have at WildCat Fusion Network. So basically our club is divided into three sections. We have our MCAT section which prepares students for MCAT examination which people give in order to get into medical schools and just improve their skills, build on their resume, do some shadowing, volunteering, and whatever. So we have a separate department for that thing. Then we have our entrepreneurial department. In the entrepreneurial department, we're gonna have guest speakers, and we are also gonna have more events and skill development workshops, along with some more resume workshops, which are gonna help all of us, and especially people who are in business, in order to just get to the best of their abilities and just have like a good practical knowledge in the practical field. And finally, today's meeting is about the software development club at WildCat Fusion Network. So what is the club about? The club is about tech, as we all know. But what in tech? There are like a lot of things in tech that we have. Well, we have ECE, we have mechanical and other tech. But the tech that we are talking about in this club is software development. So as you might have heard that people, when they like get into computer science or electrics and computer science engineering, EC, or they get into something like electrical engineering, then they often tend to go into like a software development job because software development jobs have like a high package and people get compensated by a huge amount of money. So that's another reason that a lot of people, they just come into computer science and they take that. So what are we doing in this club? So as you know, it's not only about classes that you take. All of us, we are taking some classes. Some people might be taking 210, Introduction to Software Development. Some people might be taking 110, Introduction to Computer Programming 1. Or some people might be taking 120, Introduction to Computer Programming 2. So basically, just imagine, if all of us, we just like take a same class like 110, 120, 210, 244, and the classes which is given by the university. I'm not saying that you are not getting like an industry level experience. You are getting an experience up to some level, but still there are a lot of things that we are still missing. So when I came to this campus, like when I came to the university last year, so I'm a sophomore right now. My name is Gaurav and I'm the president of WildCat Fusion Network, and I'm also the president of the department Software Development WildCat Fusion. So basically, when you come to the campus, when I came to the campus, I was like, there might be some club, an active community where you can go and check out actual tech, software development, and engage with other people and build my interpersonal, social, networking, and tech skills. So in tech, it's not only about tech skills, it's also about the soft skills. So basically, we have two kinds of skills, hard skills and soft skills. So in hard skills, it's specifically about programming, how better data structures and algorithm, or how like your development concepts. Where on the other hand, we have soft skills. So in soft skills, basically we have communication, how you do networking, how you work upon your resume, because these things are also like taken into account when you like apply to a job or you go into a tech interview. So basically, what we are gonna do in this club is, as you all know, that all of us who come to this university, if you're just like doing a bachelor's of science in computer science or EC or software engineering, you can only get what the university is teaching you, but there are things that you need to learn. So basically, we're gonna share more resources to all the people that we have in a club, and we're gonna build an active community which thrives on software engineering, software development, computer science. So the objective of this club is to prepare all our members to be the best of their abilities in tech skills, in hard skills, and in soft skills. So there are a lot of things in tech. It's not only about programming, but programming is one of the most important things that you have in tech, but still there are more things in programming. So as we know that, you might have heard your seniors saying that there's data structures and algorithm. That is something you should go to Lead Code, Geek for Geeks, HackerRank, or CodeChef to just go and practice that thing. But still, that's not it. A lot of people, they start programming and they feel overwhelmed what they're doing, and damn, is it all programming? Is that what we have to do entirely? Okay, so that is a big misconception. That's not all the things that you have to do. There are more things that you can do. So what are the things? Well, there is development part, then there is a DSA part. But still, for the technical interviews, it depends what kind of role you're applying for. When we have SD positions, we have SW positions. So SDE is software development engineer and SWE is software engineer. So basically, in SDE roles, you work upon product-based companies in which like you create products which work on the development. It's like a development part. Then on the other hand, we have our. Alright guys, so what else do we have? So basically, SD, SWE. Those are like the job roles that you can go and get into. Now, how to prepare for technical interviews? When you go to a tech interview, or like when you go to any interview in like a software development or like a software company, there are like two things that you have to be very careful about. The first thing is that you should have a good resume. What I mean by a good resume is that thing your resume should be like of a particular standard and of some particular format. And in your resume, there should be things in like some sequential order. Your university name, your education, your other things that you have in the resume. So basically, now we are moving forward with the tech interview. So in the tech interview, there are basically two rounds, the tech round and the behavioral round. In the tech round, they ask you specifically about some questions. Questions which are like on lead code, code chef, hacker rank, geeks for geeks. So basically, twice a week, basically every week, on Thursday, 6 to 7 p.m. at Chemical Sciences and Biology building, we are gonna have our lead code sessions. A bunch of us are gonna come here. We're gonna prepare 3 to 4 easy lead code questions and sometimes medium and hard questions as well. We're gonna be here and we're gonna solve the lead code question. First, we're gonna give you like some particular time in order for you guys to solve it with us, and after that, all of us are done. We are gonna show you that how we are gonna solve that question specifically. So, what is this thing gonna do? The objective of this thing is to give you our practice of what lead code, how you do that thing, and why you need that thing for your tech interviews, and how important it is. Usually, people they come to a university, they do the bachelor's, and they start working on lead code in their junior year or senior year, like third year or fourth year. But I believe the earlier you start, the better it is. So as soon as you come, whether you're a freshman, you're like a sophomore, you're a junior, or like you're a senior, you can just come over and you can practice with us your lead code development skills and how to tackle data structures and algorithm. We're gonna have some guest faculties, we're gonna have guest speakers, guest lecturers, and other people who will be here, your seniors, some alumni, who will be here in our club, and they're gonna present you and teach you exactly, and you can learn a lot from them in how to how to solve lead code and how to solve and crack your interview at good companies. So when I say tech, when I say software companies, what are the companies that come to your mind? Mank, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Google, Netflix. Well, those are like pretty popular companies that we have, and most of the people they apply for those companies. But still, what we have right now is the preparation. Sort of happens. It isn't in your hand, but the only thing that you have in your hands is to work. So how about we just start working on developing our skills, soft skills, hard skills, get done with the technical things, get done with the communication, networking things, and let's get the job that we all want to get the job. If you want to do a startup, you can do a startup. So now except the DSA part, we have the development part. So DSA is mostly focusing on data structures and algorithm, which is a foundational part in computer science and software engineering and software programming. But that is not it. There are other things that we have that you can do. If you don't like programming or if you don't like to code that much, we have development. What kind of development do we have? We have web development, we have app development, we have game development, and we have machine learning, deep learning, generative AI. You might have heard about ChatGPT, Llama, other Gen AI tools like DALI. You can generate your own images, unique images, by just writing a prompt and generating it. So, how does a Gen AI work? How does ChatGPT work? How does these DALI and other platforms work? What's like a large language model? How we just combine this technology and how we integrate the front end, the back end, how we make it happen. So, in development, we have the front end and the back end. Front end is anything that you see on the screen. So, for instance, you go to a website and you check the website out. So, what is a front end? Basically, whatever you see on the front side is a front end, and whatever you see at the back side, that's a back end. So, basically, the client, the person who sees websites, mobile applications, anything on your laptop, on your TV screens, or on your phones. It's basically the front end, the front part, the user interface and the user experience that you have in the front end. Now, the back end, we have the server. So basically, what we have in the server, we have a database, we have our pipelines. Questions?
Fast.
Alright. So now we're gonna have a Q&A now. So whatever questions you have, guys, let's get them on.
Okay, so I have one question.
Alright.
So, what are the skills we're gonna practice in this club, and how will be the weekly meetings arranged, and what will be the content teach? Like, how will be the weekly meetings look like?
Sure, that's like a very good question. So basically, we're gonna have guest lecturers, and guest speakers. So what we're gonna do every Thursday, we're gonna come in. So most of the Thursdays, we're gonna practice lead code. We will try to like solve 3 to 4 lead codes. That's like the ideal case that we have. 3 to 4 easy. One easy lead code takes around like 5 to 8 minutes. So we can I think like do around 4 in like around 30 minutes on an average. But we will be explaining people as well of how we solve the questions and how the things are gonna be. So it might take a bit longer. But on other Thursdays, we're gonna have guest speakers. So we're gonna bring some UFA alumni who are working in like Tesla, Apple, Google, Netflix currently. Along with that thing, we are gonna teach you about the soft skills and the hard skills. So the hard skills are like data structures and algorithm. Well, we don't have to teach you anything because you can learn everything on the internet. There are like a lot of YouTube channels, Stanford Online, Howard EDX, or we have MIT OpenCourseWare. And still your professors, the classes that you're taking, CSC 210, CSC 110, they teach you basics and the foundational of these things. So in this club, we're gonna furnish your skills and that's how we're gonna move forward.
Okay, and um, do you guys will be conducting resume interview or feedback, and will be there any hackathons arranged?
Exactly. So that's one of our primary things that we are planning on, just getting people, teaching them how things are, what is DSA, how you can do DSA, and how you can like get a job at like a tech company. Along with that thing, we are planning on organizing a hackathon at the end of the semester. So when we get enough people and when we just organize the hackathon, we will get a theme and first we're gonna teach it. So whether it is development, whether it's DSA, we're gonna teach you how it is. We're gonna get our guest lecturers, guest speakers, they're gonna tell you, all right, what's AI? How do you do web dev? How do you do app dev? And how do you combine the front end and the back end knowledge and you create like a full stack application? How you can be a full stack developer? At this point of time, as you know that if you apply to a job which is specifically for like front end developers, a lot of people who don't have much knowledge for back end, that's a red flag. That's kind of a red flag. You might not get into that company because at this point of time, the companies value that you are a full stack developer. So we're gonna teach you, we're gonna learn together and thrive together.
And who is in the team, like the team members, VPs?
Sure. So as I introduce myself, I'm Gaurav. I'm the president of our software development department at WildCat Fusion Network, and I'm also the president of WildCat Fusion Network. We have Rahul. Rahul is the vice president of software development department at WildCat Fusion. Then we have Neeraj. Neeraj is the vice president and the president of business departments WildCat Fusion Network.
Just to follow up that question, since you mentioned business department, I was kind of curious because I'm also kind of a guy who delves in technology and business both together. So when do you, how do you say that we attain both the tech side of the WildCat and the business side?
That's a very good question. So, well, as we know, tech and business go hand in hand. We have a lot of startups that you might see. So, if you have to do a startup, if you like a software-based company or if you like a product-based company, so well, you need a development team, and along with that, I think you also need a business team to manage finances, to manage accounting, to manage the business side. But still, you need a tech team to develop the applications, your softwares, your mobile apps, your websites, your machine learning models, and then integrate it all together. But still, you need business people to do sales, to get leads, to work upon accounting, how to like do the bookkeeping, and get more investors and how to invest. So all people who are doing business and tech, or if you're just like doing business, or if you're just doing tech, it's like a very good opportunity to come over and learn from us, from our guest speakers and guest lecturers. So we will call people who are from ELO, we will call people who are from Maguire Center of Entrepreneurship. So basically, we are a full stack club And as of now, no one is doing lead course on campus, and no one is doing the guest speaker thing that we are doing. We call people who are like from the industry. We call people who have the exact experience, and that's what we are. It's all about practicality, reality, no like theory or stuff. You come here, you do your work straight, and that's how you live in life, and that's the way of life. Yeah.
Are the business and tech meetings combined together or will it be separate?
Alright, so basically, I think it's better to like separate our hardcore tech sessions and the business sessions, because I think not a lot of people they might want to learn the lead code part. Lead code is specifically for technical interviews, but still, if someone is interested enough to learn about web development, app development, because DS is something that people who are like in tech they can do it much more efficiently. But still, if business people want to learn, they can learn it. But still, development is something which anyone and everyone can learn. So we have our good development like web dev. Well, you can learn how to make a website. Well, you can learn how to make a mobile application. It's good for you, and it's fun programming as well.
Okay, and so for the guest speakers or like guest speaker sessions, both the tech and business peoples can attend together, right?
That is like that would be amazing if we can get people from both the departments. And well, it's all about integration. So on a WildCat Fusion Network, that means getting with the people and combining them. So if you're together, if you're with the people who have like good intellect, they have the same idea. They want to thrive together. They want to make something out of this life. They want to make the best out of they can make from this university. This club is for them. We're gonna have our social events. We're gonna have our social mixtures and entertainment events in which all of us from the MCAT department, from the tech department, from the business department, all the people and all the members are gonna come together and we're gonna have a fantastic collaboration, networking, socialization, and you gotta learn a lot because every person has something that one thing that you might learn from them. Anything else, guys?
No, thank you.
Oh, we all good. That's good. So, guys, that was it for our introduction meeting, and I hope we will see you next Thursday at Chemical Sciences and Biology building. Room 202 is like a big conference room. We have a lot of chairs and we can accommodate a lot of people. So be here, change your life, make the best thing out of yourself, and do the things that you want to do. Thank you.